can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll still be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll still be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. Creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If you wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
Hey, what's going on? Check. Everybody say hey, let me know you're out there. This is Izzy Ska, sound check. How you doing, popcorn? Everybody say hey. Hey. Hello, Crystal Phoenix Rising. Welcome to the Tingle Room. I'm not sure why your membership didn't show up, but hey, job. Hey, job. Ting. Sweet sort. Sounds good. Sounds good. Blind Neil, welcome. Moderator extraordinaire, TWP Popcorn in the house. Stony Baker MD. Yeah, y'all here for the director cut tonight? Gonna replay episode 4 from Emerald Wonderland. Hey, Blood. It's Bella's Whisper Farmstead. Tingle, tingle, tingle. Did we get a sound check? Get them while they're hot. Oh, great. Hey, Todd. What's up, buddy? Todd, been catching those big carp. Gotta check that video out. That's right. Don't let me miss anybody. Tingle, 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 tingle. Super wow. $1 million. 0 calories. Crazy girls again. It's Mr. A. It's Mr. A, and it's Mr. A. Scuss. Check. Wow. It's been Wonderland. It's another world. In another time. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road to the sea of tranquility. How's everybody doing tonight? Where's everybody coming in from? Let me know. Cha. Ting. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes with this. And things are moving along quicker than a snail's pace, to say the least. But as I said the other night, we'll do the once a month director's cut of 4 shows each. TGIF. Boom, check me out. Kitty. Test. You're coming in, share it out. Tell everybody about the Emerald Wonderland. All your dreams and desires can come true. So we'll be replaying the episode 4, and I'll be commentating in the background, and certainly appreciate any feedback that you may, ideas that you may have for the future of the story. We're in this together as a community. Good evening, Misha. How you doing, darling? Great to see you. Most of the art that you see is done by the wonderful Izzy Scully. And she's back there right now running things and hitting buttons, so Scully doesn't have to. Don't like to hit too many buttons. Let's see those emojis, members. I mean, really cool emojis in there, Crystal. Definitely have a look at those. As you can see, we have quite a lot of them, which means we did have a lot of members at one point. And I went through some health issues for a few months, so I had to step back a little bit. And as you know, with content creation, take too long of a break, you know. Doing all right, Misha. How you doing? No bloods over there burning that candle at both ends. Izzy Scud recently got remonetized. She's doing well over there. Things are starting to move along. She's helping different channels with channel art, banners, thumbnails, intro videos. So reach out to her if you're interested. Yeah. Look into my eyes, I am the Tin Hatter. My eyes spin like roulette wheels. Ska, 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 ska. I can pull things out of my hat too. Thank God it's TGIF. Tingle, 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 tingle. Misha, ska, 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 ska. Yeah. Magic drink me potion. Y'all remember the drink me potion from Alice in Wonderland? You know, it doesn't have to be perfect on the director's cut. I'll pause the video here and there and talk about this or that, or respond to somebody's comment. If you were here for the last show, you kind of know what I mean. Hey, cha. Hey, cha. Coming or going, lurking or chatting. Please remember to smack that thumbs up to show the support. Thanks a million. Blind nail. Y'all check your membership milestones. We won't keep y'all too long tonight. The other night it was 4 hours, so I'm just rerunning episode 4 because we didn't finish it. And, I want y'all to hear the last part of episode 4. So yeah, let's go ahead and kick it. But yeah, welcome to Emerald Wonderland, everybody. Great to have you here. We're looking forward to a whole bunch of these great shows. Hey, we saw it. That's right. Hey, Sean Gorman, member for 15 months. Wow, I had it at the right starting point, and all this time's gone by. Well, let's just let y'all hear it for a second. Crazy. Dizzy's almost 2 years. Yeah, we're gonna rock it out with this. I can't wait to make the book and see it done in theater, plays. Maybe they'll even make a movie one day. We'll have a screenplay ready. Wow, man, thumbs up. You ready? Let's get it. So, yeah, I think we're looping this overlay. I believe it's about 17 minutes. This is the one created for this show. And I'm going to flip my chat over so forth to StreamYard and pull up my script. And we are going to begin episode 4, season 1. Good, looking good. You ready, Janica? Hey, Janica, 13 months. Check it out. So, yeah, we'll get into the flow of this. Like I said, one a week. I'd like to welcome you to Scully Paw, where the entertainment doesn't stop. T-Bird. Buckle up. It's quite the ride. I'll see you on the other side. Get it. A motley crew of heroes strolls down the yellow brick road, basking in the afterglow of their victory over the Caterpillar Queen. The path stretches before them, shimmering with possibility. You know, I'm starting to think this road never really ends. In a world of stories, perhaps the journey is the destination. Suddenly, a shower of twinkling lights rains down from the sky, coalescing into the form of a young girl in a nightgown. She looks around with wonder. It's Wendy. Wendy from Peter Pan. Oh my! This certainly isn't Neverland I remember. Our heroes stop in their tracks, stunned by the newcomer's sudden appearance. The lion hatter tips his hat. Well, hello there. Dropped in for tea, have you? Wendy curtsies politely. How do you do? I'm Wendy, darling. I'm not quite sure how I got here. One moment I was fucking with Peter Pan and the next. And Dorothy steps forward, offering a friendly smile. Welcome, Wendy. I'm Dorothy, and these are my friends. We're no strangers to unexpected journeys ourselves. Alice enters and says, Indeed, it seems our tales have become quite intertwined. Tell us, Wendy, what's the last thing you remember? Caucasian. Welcome, Tom and Meg. Peter and I were chasing the Director's Cut, episode 4. It led us through a strange cloud. T-Bird. And then T-Bird. Who was here? Don't fear. I must find Peter. He'll be ever so lost without me. Cheshire Wolf materializes. It's grin enigmatic as ever. Well, I do have episode 5 written, so we're ready as far as the writing goes. Probably Thursday night, I think. So maybe we'll get started around 7 p.m. Central. That's what I'm really hoping for. Izzy will have a wonderful overlay ready for us. So stay tuned for that. Boys finding lost girls in a land of lost stories. How delightfully meta. Chief Broken Brain. As our expanded group continues down the yellow brick road, the landscape begins to change. Hey, Bob. Cheerful fields give way to more ominous terrain. Gnarled trees reach out with claw-like branches. The sky takes on a greenish tinge. Windy, shivering. Yeah, you're in the right place. Wrong somehow. Like a nightmare version of Neverland. Toto suddenly starts barking. His hackles raise. Hey, Rumpsky. From behind the twisted tree steps a figure that makes them all gasp. It's Rumpelstiltskin, but with the crocodile scales and the clock embedded in his chest. Rocco Stillskin, his voice a raspy tick-tock. Wow. What have we here? More lost souls wandering into our domain. Whose domain? Why, the shadow. Oh my God, I think I almost blew my voice out trying to do that. Weavers, of course. She who spins darkness into despair. Who traps happy thoughts and turns them sour. Alice exchanging worried glances with the others. She sounds dreadful. Is she after Peter Pan's shadow? Gee, Rocco Stillskin cackles, the sound punctuated by the ticking of his chest clock. Oh, she after all shadows, dearie. Every dark reflection, every fleeting fear. And now that you're in her realm, she'll be after yours too. Ska. With that ominous warning. Hey, welcome in Nyan Cat 676. Everybody welcome Nyan Cat 676. And our wonderful moderators, Ajot and Rumsky. Chief moderator, Izzy Ska. Rocco Stiltskin melts back into the director's cut of episode 4, leaving our heroes to contemplate their next move. We must find Peter. The Shadow Weaver has his history, has his shadow. He could be in terrible danger. AKA Nyan Cat. Lion Hatter, he's nervous adjusting his hat. I don't suppose anyone packed a nightlight. Yeah, I need Caucasian to do that. Useful for shadow-related emergency. And as our expanded group. If y'all never saw our original production of The Wizard of Oz, I'm sure we can dig that link up later, but we had an all-star cast of which several people in chat, Ajot, Caucasian, forgive me if I missed anybody, played, big roles. Ajot played Wendy, Alice in Wonderland. She did a lot, and Caucasian was the wizard and quite a few other parts. So, and we'll get the prototype done and do a theater production next year, but there's much higher hopes for this as a whole. So, group of heroes ventures deeper into the foreboding landscape. The yellow brick road begins to fade, overtaken by twisting shadows that seem to move of their own accord. Dorothy squares her shoulders. Well, gang, looks like we got another witch to face. Together. I bet we can take on any shadow she throws our way. Alice nods, taking Wendy's hand reassuringly. Indeed, after all, every shadow needs light to exist. Perhaps that's the key to defeating the shadow weaver. With renewed determination, our heroes press on into the gathering gloom. The addition of Wendy brings new dynamics to the group. Her steadfast belief in the power of happy thoughts, a beacon of hope in the encroaching darkness. As they leave the last visible stretch of the yellow brick road behind, one thing becomes clear. Their next adventure will test not just their courage and wit, but their very ability to hold on to the light within themselves. Part 1. Let's see if we can move Swedish. It's our brain, tingle brain. Wendy's eyes sparkle with excitement. Mermaid Land! Oh, how thrilling. In Neverland, we only ever saw them from a distance. Line Hatter's bouncing excitedly. I say, a detour sounds splendid. After all, who wants to be usual when you can be extraordinary? So yeah, they've come across a fork in the road, in the yellow brick road, and they have to choose which way to go. And one leads to Mermaid Land. In parentheses, it says back to the usual path. And the other sign says the usual path. So they decide to take the scenic route and go to Mermaid Land, which may say, well, doesn't the yellow brick road go under the water? Yes, it does. With a shared nod of agreement, our heroes veer left toward Mermaid Land. As they approach, the air becomes misty and the sound of crashing waves fills their ears. Suddenly, they find themselves at the edge of a vast shimmering ocean. The yellow brick road disappears beneath the waves. Cheshire Wolf materializing with a grin. Well, my friend, it seems we've reached the end of the road, quite literally.
Janica.
Dorothy frowns. But how are we supposed to explore an underwater land? Linehatter's eyes light up. He reaches into his hat, rummaging around with his entire arm disappearing into its depths. Aha! I knew these would come in handy someday. He pulls out a set of steampunk-style underwater breathing apparatuses, complete with brass helmets, tubes, and what looks like tea kettles strapped to the back. Alice examines the contraptions. Remarkable. But how did you know we'd need these? My dear, a good hatter is always prepared for tea time, be it on land, sea, or air. Our heroes don the underwater gear, which fits them perfect. Hey, Shane. With a deep breath, it's the director's by their new apparatus, they step into the water and submerge. The underwater world that greets them is a marvel of color and light.
Tingle.
Schools of rainbow fish dart by. Coral formations create intricate structures. And in the distance, they can see the spires of an underwater city. Shrooms and hats. As they walk along the ocean floor, mermaids of all shapes and sizes swim past, guarding the newcomers with curious eyes. Some have fishtails, others seem to be part of octopus or even part shark. Wendy, her voice slightly muffled by the helmet. It's like a dream come true. Suddenly, a small figure darts out from behind a coral formation. It's a young mermaid with fiery red hair and a green tail. She looks at them with wide, sad eyes. Oh, hang on, let me get that. Hang on 1 second, guys. I forgot what happened. Let's see here. Let's see, slip. Not what I wanted. That was my fault. Let's see. Lost. Back on track here. Director's cut. Reading every way. Waiting on this. Let's eat the mushrooms. In a couple weeks. Don't eat the mushrooms. Sydney Cat. You've been doing loose. There she is. Out from behind the. All right, Scully. Nods again. This haven't you? Alice. Oh dear. You've traded your voice, haven't you? The little mermaid nods again. It begins to make frantic gestures, pointing toward the surface and then to the dark depths beyond the city. It seems our little friend has a tale to tell, or rather show. Little mermaid leads them to a hidden grotto filled with human objects. She points to a mirror, then to the dark waters, and finally makes a cutting motion across her throat. Wendy, the Shadow Weaver! She must be connected to this somehow. The little mermaid nods vigorously. She picks up a piece of coral and begins to rev in the sand. Beware of the Shadow Weaver. In silence, she seeks to still voices and cast the world into darkness. To defeat her, you must. Just as she's about to finish, a dark shadow passes overhead. The little mermaid quickly erases her message, looking terrified. Dorothy, determined, don't worry, we'll find you a way to stop this Shadow Weaver and get your voice back. Little mermaid smiles gratefully, then ushers them out of her grotto. As our heroes prepare to return to the surface, they know they've gained crucial information for their quest. It seems our underwater detour was quite gratuitous after all. Indeed. Though I must say, I'm rather looking forward to a dry tea party after this. And as they ascend towards the surface, the weight of their new knowledge sits heavily upon them. The Shadow Weaver is more dangerous than they imagined. With the power to steal not just shadows, but voices as well. What other secrets Queen Caitlin, who played the cowardly the Scarecrow? How will they use this newfound information to confront the looming threats? Part 2, Episode 1. Part 2, Season 1. Ooh, wait, I said that wrong. Part 2, Episode 4. Isn't that right, Izzy? Backs out a bunch of voices here. Well, no. listening to the director's cut of episode 4. We welcome your feedback. Thursday night, you'll get a new fresh show with episode 5. As our heroes emerge from the depths of the mermaid land, they find themselves on a misty shore where the yellow brick road resumes its winding path. Their underwater gear dissolves into sparkling dust, leaving them dry but thoughtful. Dorothy, well, that was certainly an adventure. Doing well. What do we do with this information about the Shadow Weaver? Just throwing a little commentary. We know she's after voices and shadows. Perhaps there's a connection we're missing. In Neverland, shadows were very important. Peter's shadow led me here. I wonder if... Suddenly, a haunting melody drifts through the air, cutting Wendy off mid-sentence. The group finds themselves inexplicably drawn toward its source. Careful, my friends. Not all that sounds sweet is safe. They follow the music to a clearing where they encounter a bizarre sight. A hybrid creature that's part Pied Piper, part siren. Its lower half is that of a fish, while the upper body is human-like, playing a flute made of bones. Welcome, wanderers. Care to hear a tune? Oh, how delightful. I do love a good melody with my tea. Before anyone can stop him, the lion hatter starts to dance to an unheard rhythm. The others feel a strong urge to join in, but resist. Dorothy shakes her head to clear it. Wait, we can't trust this, whatever it is. Alice, indeed, Sir Piper Fish. What exactly are your intentions? The pied siren grins, revealing sharp teeth. Why, to lead you to the Shadow Weaver, of course. She's ever so eager to meet you. Wendy says, you work for her? But why? In a world of mixed up stories, one must choose sides carefully. The Shadow Weaver promises creative freedom. As he speaks, shadows begin to lengthen around them, reaching out with grasping tendrils. Our heroes huddle together, eyeing the encroaching darkness warily. It seems, my friends, that we've wandered in quite the sticky wicket. Suddenly, Toto starts barking furiously, snapping the lion hatter out of his trance. Dorothy's eyes light up with an idea. Alice, the temporal ticker. Can you slow down time? Alice replies, pulling out the device. As she activates it, the world around them seems to move in slow motion. Reaching shadows creep forward at a snail's pace. And the pied siren's movements become languid. Taking advantage of the slow time, our heroes make a run for it, dragging the still slightly dazed lion hatter along. They dash back to the yellow brick road, the sound of the pied siren's angry wail echoing behind them. And as they run, the landscape shifts dramatically. The lush greenery gives way to a forest of transparent trees, their leaves made of whispers and their trunks of frozen echoes. Wendy's panting. Where are we now? Dragons. If I had to guess, I'd say we've entered the realm of the Shadow Weaver. They slow to a walk, taking in their surreal surroundings. Lucy, shadows tonight.
Flip between the trees.
Occasionally they catch glimpses of familiar stories playing out, only to dissolve into darkness.
I say, this place is giving me the heebie-jeebies. I'm usually quite fond of the GB variety of heebie.
As they venture deeper into the forest, they come across a clearing. In the center stands a small cottage made entirely of mirrors. Reflections of our heroes. All right, everybody who's a member, put it, all the emojis in the chat. Emojis in the chat. Lucy, emojis, Lucy. Tingle, 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 tingle. Stare back at them. Something's off. Their reflections have no mouths. I think we found the Shadow Weaver's home. Jeez. Before they can decide on a course of action, the door of the cottage swings open. Basement. Well, figure glides out, its form constantly shifting between different silhouettes. Sometimes a witch, sometimes a queen, sometimes a beast.
Welcome, my dears.
I've been expecting you. Our heroes stand their ground, facing the entity they've heard so much about. We've come to stop you. You can't keep stealing voices and shadows. Shadow Weaver laughs, sound like breaking glass.
Stop me? Oh, you misunderstand. I'm not stealing anything.
I'm improving. After all, isn't silence golden? Aren't shadows where the real magic happens? Wendy steps forward bravely. You're wrong. Stories need both light and dark, sound and silence. You're destroying the balance. Shadow Weaver's form ripples, taking on a more solid shape. A tall, elegant woman with skin like twilight and hair made of living shadows.
Such brave words from one so small. But tell me, dear, don't you tire of always being the storyteller and never the hero?
She went. I don't know what happened with Crystal Phoenix membership, but it never showed up in chat. But thank you so much for that. Waves her hand, and suddenly Wendy's shadow detaches from her, standing independently with a mischievous grin. Oh, it did? Okay, my bad. Reaching for her now missing shadow.
What have you done? Giving you a choice, my dear. Join me and you can be the hero of your own tale. No more waiting by windows, no more darning socks. You could have adventures beyond your wildest dreams.
For a moment, Wendy had. Well, how come we don't have that back there on the back end? I don't see anything under comments around anyway, whatever. Hesitates, clearly tempted. The others watch in tense silence, unsure of how to intervene. Wendy, remember why we're here. Remember Peter. At the mention of Peter's name, Wendy's resolve strengthens. She stands tall, facing the Shadow Weaver defiantly. I am the hero of my own story, and my story includes my friends, family, and yes, even Peter. I don't need your shadows to have adventures. With that declaration, Wendy's shadow snaps back to her, reattaching itself. Yeah, well, we're working on the prototype, so we need your feedback. Lawless in the world.
Christine. Crossover pair. Timed out. Shouting for a moment. You'll regret this decision, child. You all will. She raises her arms and the forest around her then comes alive with shadows and whispers. Our heroes find themselves surrounded by dark reflections of themselves, each one grinning malevolently. I don't suppose anyone brought a rather large nightlight. As the shadow army closes in, our heroes stand back to back, ready to face whatever comes next. Final confrontation with the Shadow Weaver is at hand, and the fate of all stories hang in the balance. Part 3. Anxiety, that's Martin, y'all. He's got a real... Let's go. Greetings, everyone. Janica. Yeah, I'll replay the reading Sunday night. We'll do a premiere. Izzy and I were talking about that's all. Wonderland, what's up? Get out. DW. Second shower today. Confrontation with the Shadow Weaver. As the echoes of their confrontation with the Shadow Weaver fades, Dorothy, Alice, and Wendy find themselves enveloped in a sudden warm mist. When it clears, they're standing at the edge of a sight so magnificent it takes their breath away. Dorothy, she's gasping. Great googly moogly, would you look at that? Alice's eyes are wide, curiouser and curiouser. Wendy clapping her hands in delight. Oh my, it's like every beautiful dream come to life. Before them stretches the fabled field of wonder, a place so rarely seen that many believe it to be mere legend. The yellow brick road seems to melt into a path of iridescent petals, leading them into a wonderland that defies imagination. Flowers of impossible colors and shapes bloom as far as the eye can see. Some tower over them like friendly giants, their petals large enough to serve as umbrellas. Others are so tiny and delicate, they look like living jewels scattered across the ground. The Lion Hatter's hat suddenly sprouting a garden of its own. I say, this puts my best tea party decorations to shame. As they step into the field, the ground beneath their feet feels springy and alive. Each step releases puffs of glittering pollen that swirl around them like fairy dust. The fragrance, it's like nothing I've ever experienced. It's as if every happy memory had a scent. Indeed, the air is filled with an ever-changing bouquet of scents. One moment it's the comforting smell of freshly baked bread, the next it's the crisp scent of a spring morning, then the soothing aroma of a gentle rain.
Wendy reaches out to touch a nearby flower, a bloom that looks like it's made of spun glass and starlight. As her fingers brush the petals, it chimes softly, setting off a cascade of musical notes from the surrounding plants. It's a symphony of flowers. Oh, if only the Lost Boys could see this. The Cheshire Wolf materializes, its form shimmering with an array of pastel colors that shift and change like the aurora borealis.
Oh, the field of wonder. A place where reality bends and imagination reigns supreme. But to remember, dear friends, even the sweetest honey can become cloying if indulged in too long.
Dorothy nods. Their eyes are drawn to a patch of flowers that seem to be performing an intricate dance. Right, of course. But surely we can spare a few moments to explore. Firefly, firefly. As they wander deeper into the field, they encounter wonders beyond their wildest dreams. Grove of trees with leaves made of soft, fluffy clouds, occasionally raining tiny rainbow droplets. A stream of liquid crystal that sings gentle lullabies as it flows. Butterflies with wings like stained glass windows. Chirps of twinkling stardust. Director's cut, episode 4. I dare say, this place makes Wonderland seem positively ordinary. Dingle. Line Adder bounces from wonder to wonder, his hat changing to match each new marvel.
Oh, the tea parties we could have here. Can you imagine? Teacups that refill themselves and sugar cubes that dance the tango?
As they explore, our heroes feel a profound sense of peace wash over them. The worries of their quest, the threat of the Shadow Weaver, all seem to melt away in the face of such beauty and whimsy. Wendy's twirling in a shower of luminescent petals. I feel as if I could stay here forever. But even as she speaks, a few moments later, the Cheshire Wolf's grin fades slightly. Be cautious, my dear.
Field of wonder is dangerous. Stay too long, and you might forget why you came.
As if to emphasize his point, they notice a small grove of flowers nearby with petals that droop sadly. Upon closer inspection, they see tiny figures trapped in the blooms, fast asleep with smiles frozen on their faces. Are they?
Dreamers who overstay their welcome. The field of wonder gave them their heart's desire, but at the cost of everything else.
Dragoon, the realization. Dragoon heroes. They exchange glances, each seeing the reluctance to leave mirrored in the other's eyes. Alice shakes her head to clear it. We should go. The Shadow Weaver won't defeat herself after all. Wendy sighing. Suppose you're right. But oh, how I wish we could bottle this wonder and take it with us. Devo. Watching the director's cut. As if in response to Wendy's words, the field around them seems to pulse with life. Welcome your feet. Flowers turn their blooms toward our heroines, releasing a shower of glistening pollen that swirls around them like a farewell embrace. Dorothy reaches out, letting the magical dust settle on her palm. To her amazement, it solidifies into a small shimmering crystal. Liz.
Would you look at that?
Liz.
Seems like the Field of Wonder wants to remember it too.
Each of them now holds a small crystal within which Devo, they're all in the field of wonder, man. If you hang out there too long, you get complacent and you might fade away, but you feel good, you know. So they get caught up in their bliss, and somebody realizes that they need to get the heck out of there, which they can see miniature versions of the wonders they've witnessed swirling and dancing. Chief.
Line Hatter, he tucks his crystal into his hat.
A souvenir of splendor. How marvelous. With one last look at the magnificent field of wonder, our heroes step back onto the yellow brick road. As they walk away, the field behind them slowly fades, like a beautiful dream upon waking.
His clutches are crystal. You know, I can't help but think perhaps the field of wonder appeared to us for a reason, to remind us of what we're fighting for. And you know, all the beauty and magic in the world of stories, it's worth protecting, isn't it? It sure is. And that's exactly what we're going to do.
As our heroes continue their journey, the memory of the field of wonder lingers like a warm glow in their hearts. They know that the path ahead will be challenging.
Now they carry with them a tangible
Reminder of the wonder and beauty that exist in their world of intertwined stories. The yellow brick road stretches before them, leading towards their inevitable confrontation with the Shadow Weaver. But for now, they'll walk with renewed purpose. Fragrance of impossible flowers still clinging to their clothes, the echo of magical beauty resonating in their souls, and the weight of their crystal souvenirs reminding them of marvels we're fighting for. Remember, my friends, in a world of stories, wonder is the ink with which the greatest tales are written. And so, with wonder in their hearts and determination in their steps, our heroes press on, ready to face whatever challenges the Shadow Weaver might conjure. Part 4. Right. Skip forward a little bit.
When he comes next, tight squeeze.
Tingle, 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 tingle. We're getting it done. The prototype. Super wow.
Blaster.
$1 million. Part 5. Excuse me, guys. Part 5, episode 4, season 1. So as they venture forth from the field of wonder, the yellow brick road begins to change. Its cheerful golden hue fades to a muted ochre, and the once wide path narrows alarmingly.
Well, this doesn't look promising. Indeed, it appears we're in for quite the tight squeeze. I can barely see where the path leads. It's as if it's trying to disappear.
The group arranges themselves in single file. Dorothy leads the way, her determined stride setting the pace. Alice follows, her analytical gaze darting from side to side.
Wendy comes next. Posture straight and alert. And the Lion Hatter brings up the rear, his hat occasionally catching an overhanging branch. Toto trots alongside, weaving between their legs and whimpering softly at the constricting path. As they inch forward, the world around them seems to close in. The trees on either side of the narrow path loom larger, their branches reaching out like gnarled fingers. The once cheerful bird song has faded, replaced by an eerie silence broken only by the sound of their footsteps. Suddenly, Wendy gasps, her hands point to her mouth. Oh my, Dorothy, Alice, look down. The others follow her gaze, and a collective sigh ripples through the group. Our shadows, they're gone. Not just ours. Look, nothing has a shadow. Not the trees, the rocks, nothing. Despite the bright light illuminating their surroundings, not a single shadow can be seen. The world seems flatter, less real somehow, as if they've stepped into a poorly drawn illustration. I don't mean to alarm anyone, but I believe we're excelling rainbows. Indeed, as they speak, each breath comes out in vivid colors. Dorothy's breath is a swirl of yellow and purple. Alice's a mixture of yellow and red. Wendy's a steady purple, and Lion Hatter's a vibrant red. Alice is observing the colors with fascination. How extraordinary! It seems our breath is reflecting our emotions. Red for fear, yellow for nervousness, and purple for courage. Well, I guess there's no hiding how we feel anymore. As they continue their precarious journey, they learn more about each other through their colorful breath. Wendy's consistent purple reveals her unwavering bravery, a testament to her adventures in Neverland. Alice's mix of colors shows her analytical mind battling with the fear of the unknown. Her Wonderland experience is both bolstering and unsettling her. Dorothy's breath gradually shifts from yellow to purple, demonstrating her growing determination, reminiscent of her journey through Oz. The Lion Hatter, his breath's a vibrant red. I say, this is worse than the time I had tea with the Jabberwocky. At least then I could see where my shadow was running off too. When he reaches back to pat the Lion Hatter's arm, her breath a soothing purple. It's all right, Mr. Lion Hatter. We're on all this together. As they squeeze through a particularly narrow section, Alice stumbles, nearly falling off the path. Dorothy reaches back, grabbing her hand. I've got you, Alice. We'll get through this. Thank you, Dorothy. Your courage is quite inspiring. And the journey continues.
Suddenly, the Cheshire Wolf materializes. Its grin tight concern. In this shadowless world, its usual trick of appearing in parts seems muted, less magic.
My friends, look to the sky. We have company of the most unwelcome kind.
They all gaze upward, necks craning in the confined space, see a dark, ever-changing silhouette dancing across the bright sky. The shadow weaver's form shifts continuously. One moment a witch with a pointed hat, next a queen with a crown of thorns, then a fearsome beast with glowing eyes.
Turn back, little heroes. This is your final warning. Path ahead leads only to your doom. Your stories will end here, unfinished and forgotten.
She weaves intricate patterns in the air, her fingers leaving trails of darkness that momentarily mar the bright sky. With each gesture, the world around them seems to flicker and distort. Trees bend at impossible angles, flowers bloom and wither in silence. The very ground beneath their feet seems to ripple. We're not afraid of you. We've come too far to turn back now. Alice, her breasts more purple than red now. Indeed, your shadows and tricks don't scare us. We've seen curiouser things. Wendy's purple breath forming determined puffs. We'll stop you and restore balance to all the stories. Every child deserves a happy ending. Shadow Weaver's laughter rings out, a sound like shattering glass mixed with rustling leaves. The sound seems to come from all around them, soaring into intensity. Hey, Ricky. Oh, good to be home. Good to be home. Light up that stick. It's sweet, it's sweet, it's sweet. Light. Check on that. It's usually check some Director's Cut, Episode 4. I'm Scully Pop, your host, the author that reads to you. Hoots. Lawless giant. Push him indeed. Tink, 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 tink. Like the story how the characters meld, says Jenica. Nora Pop. Tinkerbell. TGIF. You always imagine, somebody letting their children listen to this, and it's great for adults, kids, anybody. Oh, thank you, Gina. That $2.99. Are you right? Every forgotten tale. Everybody wants to message me in my live. Where we at?
ghost-filled skin.
Such brave words, but bravery alone won't save you from what lies ahead. I am every dark thought, every forgotten tale, every lost ending. You cannot defeat what you don't understand. With a final ominous gesture, she disappears into a swirl of darkness, leaving behind a sky that seemed dimmer than before. Hey, cha, 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 cha. $5 make you holla, holla, holla. Cha, 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 cha. Ska, 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 ska.
I don't suppose anyone packed a nightlight. Or perhaps a shadowproof umbrella. Maybe a thermos of liquid courage.
Despite the fear evident in his breath, Linehatter straightens his hat and marches on with the others, his loyalty overcoming his terror. Come on, gang. Whatever the Shadow Weaver has planned, we'll face it together. We've each faced our own villains before, and we've always found a way. Her breath's a beacon of purple. This time will be no different. Alice's, her breath's now predominantly purple too. Dorothy's right. We have the power of multiple stories on our side. Surely that counts for something. Wendy's breath's purple, forming shapes like tiny flying children. Peter always said that faith, trust, and pixie dust could solve any problem. Perhaps what we need is a bit of faith in ourselves and trust in each other. And so our heroes press forward on the narrow path, their colorful breaths mingling in the shadowless world. They might be physically vulnerable in their single file line, but their shared determination and the vivid display of their emotions bind them together stronger than ever. The path ahead is uncertain. But in this land where Oz meets Wonderland, where Neverland bleeds into the edges of reality, and where courage is as visible as the breath in their lungs, anything is possible. And our heroes are determined to write the most spectacular ending to this tale, one where light triumphs over shadow and every story gets the chance to be told. Part 5. Hey, Specs. Yeah, howdy, y'all. Our heroes stand before the imposing gates of the Shadow Weaver's castle, a structure that seems to defy reality itself. The walls shift and ripple like dark water, and the very air around it whispers with forgotten stories. Alice's eyes suddenly light up with inspiration. I've got it! What if we use the drink me potion? The one that made you tiny in Wonderland? Precisely. We could shrink down and sneak into the castle undetected. Wendy claps her hands. Oh, how clever. Like Peter sneaking into Captain Hook's cabin. Linehatter produces a set of tiny bottles from his hat.
As luck would have it, I always keep a few of these handy. You never know when you might need to fit into a teacup, after all.
They each take a bottle, examining the swirling liquid inside with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Dorothy takes a deep breath. Well, here goes nothing. Bottoms up, everyone. They drink, and suddenly the world around them begins to grow at an alarming rate. The castle gates now tower above them like a mountain range, and blades of grass become a forest of green pillars. Cheshire Wolf, now the size of a mouse, grins.
Well, my friends, it seems we have quite the journey ahead of us, shall we?
And so begins their miniature odyssey. What would have been a short walk from their normal sized cells becomes an epic trek fraught with danger and unexpected obstacles. On day one, they finally make it under the gate, their tiny size making the gap beneath it like a vast cavern as they venture into the castle.
So yeah, they shrunk. Excuse me. They shrunk down to the size of peas with Alice's drink me potion, and they've come up with this plan to, make their way into the castle and get to the Shadow Weaver. But their small size, it's going to take them days to get there. So
Grounds. They're nearly washed away by a sudden rainstorm, which turns out to be nothing more than morning dew dripping from the leaves.
It's the editor's cut of episode 4.
They set up camp in the hollow of a fallen leaf, huddling.
We'll have our new episode 5 on Thursday evening around 7 or 8 p.m. Central. Really want to start getting on earlier for a lot of people. And Izzy will have a wonderful new overlay made with some beautiful new art. We'll be working hard on that tomorrow. She and I have already finished the writing the show. I need to edit a little bit, but looking good. And got a lot of good things going on in the back end. If anybody's interested in anything production wise, we've got from A to Z scripts, plays we can produce, character list, marketing ideas, pitch decks, overviews, etc. There's also a description in the link in the description for a interactive dashboard with a quiz and a link for a literary analysis. Thank you so much.
Together for warmth as night falls. Strange sounds echo around them, magnified by their tiny size. Wendy shivering.
What was it? And also, check that link around Rumsky just dropped for Izzy Ska. She is busy helping people with channels, with channel art, banners, thumbnails, intro videos, whole concepts. Reach out to her. And you can have something very similar to what we're working with.
That noise. Alice, probably just the wind, but at this size, it sounds like a giant's roar. Day 3, they reach the Grand Hall, a cavernous space that seems to stretch endlessly above them. Dust motes float by like hot air balloons, and the intricate patterns on the floor tiles become a maze to navigate. Joni Ska. Joni, they use a straight thread from the tapestry to swing across a particularly wide gap. Frayed end of the thread threatening to snap with each swing.
I say, this is rather more exciting than I bargained for.
On day 5, disaster nearly strikes as they're almost stepped on by one of the Shadow Weaver's minions. A creature made of writhing shadows with glowing red eyes.
Okay, I won't touch anything.
Covered in a crack in the floor. Holding their breath as the massive foot comes down mere inches from their hiding spot. That was too close.
Sean, I don't know if you heard me. They're all real small, like the size of a pea. They drink Alice's drink me potion, and they're sneaking into the castle. And they're kind of walking in between the floor where the tiles are and the
cracks of the tile so nobody steps on them. But their journey continues. Day 7, they reach the base of the stairs leading to the Shadow Weaver's chambers. What would normally be a simple climb now looks like scaling a mountain range. Each step is a sheer cliff face, smooth and seemingly impossible to climb. We'll need to work together to overcome this obstacle. Any ideas? They spend hours devising a plan, using line hatter shoelaces as rope and creating makeshift grappling hooks from pins found on the floor. Throughout their journey, they've been refining their plan for confronting the Shadow Weaver. Alice explains, once we reach her chambers, we'll use the eat-me cake to grow enormous. We'll be so big, we'll smother her shadows and trap her. Hey, Kush.
So yeah,
On day 10, after a harrowing climb that tests everyone's ounce of their strength and teamwork, they finally reached the top of the stairs. Exhausted but determined, they creep towards the Shadow Weaver's chamber. As they approach, they hear the Shadow Weaver's name. Yes. I can feel you, little heroes. Your stories are but whispers in my mind. Soon you'll all fade away. Yeah, Sean, I'm not sure about that. Pish salver makes you small, or is it Oopelkuchen? I really don't know. I need to investigate that. God, maybe Izzy can take a screenshot of that. I'm not sure how to do it on my new phone. Der Pish salver and Oopelkuchen. Yeah, we've taken a few suggestions. Janica had suggested Hansel and Gretel and Rumsky, the Humpty Dumpty. So we'll probably write them into a few shows. And that's part of what we're doing here as a community, working on this prototype director's cut where you hear me commentate in the background. We're working it out. So, okay. Okay, we definitely need to figure that out. Our tiny heroes exchange nervous glances, their resolve wavering for a moment. We've come too far to give up now. Why, we're here. Yeah, what I'll do is put it into the project in Claude and incorporate that into the ecosystem. Those two products, those drink me potion and the cake. But, the engine may have some suggestions as well as far as marketing goes. I mean, you never know. Like I'm working with the LLM Claude Anthropic with, on the business end of this and trying to create some agents. But, for example, it would come up with the idea of like the drink me potion from Emerald Wonderland could be like an energy drink or something, you never know. Some company reach out to you. Google Izzy Ska. There she is. Shadow.
towering figure of darkness and twisted stories. She's weaving a tapestry. Yeah, Izzy, make a note of those two spellings and let's get some, shoot that over to me. I'll get some research done. Straight shadows, each thread of rope. Janica's like, stop pausing. I'm trying to listen. They each take out their piece of eaten cake, crumbs nearly as big as they are. You can't probably hear what I'm saying. They're taking their cake out and the crumbs are about as big as they are. Wait, what if we grow too big? We could bring down the whole castle. Or worse, what if we don't grow enough? It'd be easy pickings for our shadow minions. My voice was bad. A moment of doubt grips them all. Plan suddenly seems fraught with potential disaster. In a world of stories, my friends, the ending is what you make it. Have faith in your tale. Drawing courage from these words, our heroes nod to each other. Dorothy. Ready, everyone? On 3, 1, 2. Suddenly, the Shadow Weaver turns, her eyes scanning the room. For a heart-stopping moment, it seems she spotted them. What's this? A new story trying to write itself in my domain? Dorothy urged, now, eat it now. They each take a bite of the cake. For a terrifying second, nothing happens. And suddenly, they begin to grow at an alarming rate. The Shadow Weaver's eyes widen in shock as her tiny intruders rapidly become giants before her eyes. What? No, this can't be. But it's too late. Our heroes, now enormous, fill the chamber entirely. Their combined presence overwhelms the Shadow Weaver, their light and courage smothering. And by the way, when we get the books done and then the master series with the letter and all that, anybody who ever supported the channel will be included in the acknowledgement. So thought that I would put that out there. In her shadows, she shrieks as she begins to dissolve, her form unable to maintain cohesion in the face of such overwhelming opposition. No, my shadows, stories. She lashes out with tendrils of darkness, trying desperately to regain control. But our heroes stand firm. It's over, Shadow Weaver. Your reign of darkness ends now. Every story deserves its own voice, its own light. We'll make sure they all get their happy endings. With the final ear-splitting wail, the Shadow Weaver vanishes, leaving behind nothing but a fading wisp. Quickly dissipates the light of our hero's courage. As our heroes return to their normal size, they look around and wonder. The castle is transforming, darkness giving way to light. Twisted corridors straightening and colors bleeding back into the world. Alice is watching her shadow reappear. Indeed, and look, the shadows are returning, but normal, harmless kind. Dorothy grins, high-fiving her own shadow. Look, we brought back balance to the stories. Linehatter doffs his hat, which promptly sprouts a celebratory bouquet and a miniature fireworks display. I say, this calls for the grandest tea party ever. Who's in?
As our heroes laugh and celebrate, the Cheshire Wolf grins appear, followed slowly by the rest of them. Well done, my friends. You've written quite the tale yourselves. But remember, in a world of living stories, every ending is just the beginning of a new adventure. The castle continues to transform around them, doors appearing where there were none before, each one seemingly leading to a different story. Dorothy's looking at her friends with a glint of adventure in her eyes. So, what do you say? Ready for our next chapter? And with that, our heroes set off once more, ready for whatever curious and curiouser tales await them in their wonderfully mixed up world where Wonderland meets ours. The end? Or is it just the beginning? Hey, right, that was episode 4, Director's Cut. Like I said, Thursday evening we'll have a fresh new show for you. Excited about that. It's really good what I wrote too. Think that you'll enjoy that and be taken to a magical place. And don't forget, if you need to reach out, jscullybooks@gmail.com is the place to do that. I have to put raisins and brown sugar in my... Oh, I love that brown sugar and maple oatmeal. I'm looking for the right maple syrup. Sometimes life's all about the small victories, Izzy. Hey, right? Rumsky bringing in the fire. So yeah, we got a lot of interesting things going on here. Take this off. I'll pull something else up here. What am I looking for here? Stop screen. Share screen. Window. Home tab. Share. So yeah, what we got here, we'll blow that up. Maybe I can make that bigger. So what you're looking at here is a copy of my dashboard in Claude Anthropic, and this is our project for Emerald Wonderland. And if you just want to look at this in simple terms, what I'm doing is building an agent that has a brain that's centered around Emerald Wonderland, and we have a lot of information already in here in its brain. So whenever I ask it a question, it will always refer to the information that I gave it. And there's stuff from anywhere from marketing ideas of how to get this work out to universities and schools, theater groups. There are full scripts which can be translated into any language, and it can be put into play format, screenplay format, book format, etc. There's a wonderful overview of the whole project. There are pitch decks for like Hollywood, storyboards for presentations, and descriptive character lists as well. So if there's anything that you're interested in there, let me know. Otherwise, I'll continue on with that on the back end. And big old face up there. So yeah, absolutely, Sean. I should mention that more. If you'd like to see a couple of characters morph together, Tell us in the chat or email me. Either way, we'll do our best to get that in, because there's going to be 40 shows total, and we're making notes of these things. Al and the Pussycat and their beautiful pea green boat offer to take the heroes to an island with a walrus whose king and the clans are in trouble. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look at this chat and make some notes. Oh man, my mouth's so bone dry right now. Working with rats and them. Is that Rats and Them? Is that classic fairy tale, or is that more modern day story? We have to stick to classic. Get him up, Skull. Get him up. Yeah, totally classic. Cool, cool. The Rats and Them. Interesting. Scary almost. TGIF. So yeah, that about wraps it up for the evening. Thank you all for coming out. Need to get to editing a little bit. Episode 5 still needs a little, touch up here or there. Tomorrow we'll be creating the art and the overlays. Y'all give Izzy a big hand. Thank you so much for helping out. Usually when I start working with it, Claude will let me know if it's anything copyrighted, so we'll figure it out, Sean. But sounds interesting to bring in the Rats and Them. We got Hansel and Gretel, Humpty Dumpty, a couple other things. Good job, Scully and Izzy. Thank you, Janica. What else? I will be doing some other things in the interim as far as narrations go and things like that outside of Emerald. Oh, thank you, Wheats Art. We'll be looking for your next video. You guys rock hard, says it. We're gonna sit there and listen to that over. Maybe a little chilling there. You're in the Scuzz Zone. It's another world, in another time, in another place. It's good. Super wow. $1 million. 0 calories. Blaster. Good night. It's good night. I'll see you live. There, really said it. Still, you have to take this.
Tingle brain.
I'm overheated, can hardly sleep at night, doing crazy dreaming.
enough from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I don't lie at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
I'd like to welcome you to the House of Thrillers. I'm Scully, the author that reads to you. I read my novels and other works in the public domain and submissions from people like you. So buckle up. It's quite the ride, and we'll see you on the other side. Scuss.